The sun is up. Saturday the 21st of February. Dave has got a new camera. Look how posh that looks. You can even see what I'm looking at. Oh, that don't make sense, do it? Anyway, morning, triplers! Gotta get it right. Right, we're going off to meet Dave at the Shell garage, but I'm going to go into Woodberg first. So, we'll see you then. Just proof that in Suffolk there's other winter riders which have got dirty bikes. Look, filthy. Look at mine. Look at the Yamaha TDM. How has she overwintered? She's looking great. She's looking dirty. I love a dirty girl. Morning. Welcome back to Triple Dave Winter Rides. We're on the back roads of Claydon. I did indicate that I'd put this on. I'm just gonna see if you can notice the big mistake what I made. We'll have to wait until we go a bit faster. You can nearly see a little bit of what I'm talking about. The screen was bought off AliExpress, this one. Just keep that in mind. And all it is a bit of perspex. But I didn't quite realise until I rid out of Rendlesham. And then we came up through Otley and all that, and along quite a fast straight. You always see what happens. I think can you see already? The bloody screen, look. That's too heavy for the bloody bit of plastic that goes. I've bought some shite in my time, but I might have to go back to the original screen, I reckon, if I want to put... Actually, I did put a black one on. Perhaps I will go back to that. Or when we get to the bike shop we're going to, I'll get the tools out and we'll I'll get rid of that. Anyhow, I thought I'd bring you back for that. What a laugh, huh? The main roads are lovely and dry, but the back roads are still a bit khaki, but that's alright. That's what winter riding is all about with Dave, the winter riding expert. If there's a winter, Dave will ride it. Can't wait to see how the footage comes out on the old GoPro. That's if my phone will upload it on 4K, which it probably won't. But there, you can only but try, can't you? Well, we've had a good week actually. Finished Friday thinking I've done a proper old week's work this week. Been up to Glasgow, 4 drops and down, and messed around. Had an early one yesterday morning at Dunstable, Super Drug at Dunstable, 6 o'clock yesterday morning. That was an early start. Woke up at 3:15, yeah. That's funny, as you ride around, I had it happen to me yesterday. It often happens to me, whether it does to you, when you hear a record on the radio and that takes you back, makes you start, especially when you're driving. You got about, you know, like coming down from Scotland, you got about 6 hours ahead of you, so your mind wanders, doesn't it? Same thing happened yesterday. I was coming back to the yard, a couple of hours out from the yard, and on the radio came this record, and they said that was 1989, and I thought, blimey, how old was I? And I was 21 in 1989. Oh, I've come off at the wrong one, ain't I? No, I ain't. We're alright. And I thought to myself, I can remember my 21st birthday party, which was at Hoseley Club, and all my friends were there, and the lady I was going out with was slightly older than me, and I can remember hoping that she'd turn up, but I don't think she did. I can't remember anyway. And then I worked out that was 36 years ago. But do you know, I found myself thinking about what I was like at 21, what you often do, don't you, when you're slightly deranged and retarded like me. And I found myself talking to my 21-year-old self, and I said it out loud. I said, do you know what, we done all right. And then tears came to my eyes. I get emotional thinking about it now. And I've reached the age of 37, and do you know what, I have never felt so content in all my life. I've got no money worries. I've bought my own flat. I've got 2 plus, that's yet to come, that is, plus motorcycles, and this one is running all right now. She's all dried out. And yes, I've never felt, I had a, you know, we've all had our ups and downs, haven't we? But that gap from 21 to 57 has been filled with everything you can bloody think of, and I've now reached 57 years old, and I am absolutely content. I don't regret nothing. I don't wish that I'd done anything different. I'm just content, and isn't that a lovely position to be in, isn't it? And I thought to myself, if I could have went back to my 21-year-old self and said, what the hell's going on now? That I probably worried about stupid things back then, and I was never a mature 21-year-old, I can tell you that. I think maturity hit me in my 30s, not me 20s. I was still a kid. But if I could have walked up to that 21-year-old and said, Dave, that's all going to be all right. Whatever happens, you're going to reach a point in your life in 30 plus years time where you're going to feel the most content you've ever felt. And isn't that nice, isn't it? I hope you guys feel like that. I think you do. After I had a bit of a wobbly bit in my early 50s, you know, but now you get to a point where nothing worries you. I don't care, you know. Like the other day, I was without a car, and instead of stressing about it, something always comes along, and lo and behold, I'm the new owner of a Ford Mondeo 2-litre estate, which is so economical, and that's only £165 tax, and I paid it all in one. And that bloody Freelander was eating 36 quid a month in tax. Unbelievable. But that's sorted. Do you know what I mean? Worried about this? I weren't worried about it. If this, I could have just put this in a shed and bought another one. Do you know what I mean? Didn't concern me. But isn't that lovely? I know everybody can't be in that position, but I've got a son who's now turned into a decent bloke. Do you know what I mean? No worries about me son at all. He's going to be alright, he is. No worries. Just contentment. Yeah. Lovely, isn't it? What a toss. What was he doing? Here we go again. Look at me. Whoa, fleeting! Oh my god. Anyhow, bring you back. Needham Market. I've got a new thing now, where every time I see an electric car, there's a dog holding a wall up. Look, you don't often see that. I've got a new thing now. I shouldn't shout, because people look at you like him. Every time I see an electric car now, I tell them to go and buy a Vauxhall. I'm the only one who finds that funny. I know that. Whoop there. Get in the gear, Dave. There you go. Where's the time? Look, nearly 12 o'clock, if that's right. Oh, we got a bric-a-brac shop. I love a bric-a-brac. Bric-a-brac. I love that colour. I love that colour. Love that colour. I love that blue. I was looking at getting a Freelander 2 before this absolute gem of a Mondeo fell into my hands. But there's them blue ones. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Anyhow, I'll bring you back when we get near to, we're going to Moto Technics at sort of, well, it is Stowmarket, isn't it, mate? It's like on the old road, mate. I pass it every week at work and never, I think I've been there once, ages and ages ago. But me and Dave were looking, there's Dave, looking for somewhere to go. And I said, how about old mototechniks over at old Stowmarket? Have you ever looked in there, boy? He said no, so I thought, well, that's a plan then. We're going to have a look there then. Huh? Here come a fellow biker, look. Hello, boy! He's on L's. Oh, we should be going to Vauxhall Stadium tonight, me and DD. He'll take his old Focus with the L plates on. They've got a free practice night, so there's no emission. There's just, as long as the weather holds off a little bit, be alright. A bit of drizzle, it don't matter, boy. As long as you're with your son having fun. With your son having fun. We'll bring you back. Hold on, I haven't got a remote yet. I've sent away for one, and that's coming from China. This is where I shop on the way home every week. I thought you'd like to know that. Little Stowmarket. We're only seconds away from one of East Anglia's main, I think they do Ducatis and stuff like that, and what are the other, Moto Guzzis. I think that's they're big in Moto Guzzi. There's a bloody postman, look. Jesus. Let's get him on camera, look. An actual bloody postman. Good grief. You don't see them around Rendlesham, boy. Done me ADR in there. 3 days in a social club. Gotta be loving it, haven't you? That was a couple ago, that was. high geared. I'm still I'm glad, oh shit, glad this bike is running alright now. I'm back in love with it now, apart from the gearbox. Yes, I went out last weekend and started it up, and she fired up straight away. Revved it, no worries mate. So I thought, she's all dried out mate. That's what she's done mate, all dried out. So now we enter a part of the old A14. That's the main A14 there. Look at this thing, look, you watch. I don't know why my stupidity makes me laugh so much, but it does. Petrol prices have come down in price, haven't they? I know they're expensive here, but oh, there's some bikers, look. There we go. Welcome to Moto Technics. Oh, they're Yamaha, look. Well, we're right here, aren't we, huh? We're right here, aren't we, boys? Huh? Dave on his legendary 90s Yamaha. Look at that. That'll do, won't it, boy? Are you alright? Yeah, good. Did you see that new garage in Stowmarket? What? That new garage. That ain't been there long.
No, I don't.
They put that up in about 2 weekends.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah.